Show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean, and the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Sample.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, ball 66. Let's go. Mine's 54. Mine's 54. I got him. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Go bandit.
On 1st down, Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here's Bridgewater. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Caught outright by Renfrow. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Bridgewater on first down.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Brady now on first down. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check 150. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 1, 2, 3. Let's go on. No, 66. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Easy. Ozzy.
Brady.
Ozzy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, come on, now, come on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. This one hauled in by Sample. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Brady again. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They hand this off to Harris, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 5, touchdown, Falcons.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Brady gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succo, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 31, Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Bridgewater. Buying, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And this one is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Hey, one set. 72. 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Brady now on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 12-yard line.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He completes this to Russell Gage. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 88 yards. And the Falcons appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Buccaneers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got wide. I got wide. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, check it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hey, ball 66.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm all bandit.
After the sack on first down, Brady under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Off play action, Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.